Finding high-paying clients can feel like an uphill battle. But what if I told you there's an almost lazy method to turn this situation around? Picture this, a steady stream of unlimited clients eager to pay top dollar for your service. It sounds like a fairy tale, right? Well, it's not. I've personally helped countless entrepreneurs over the last decade to do exactly this by following one very simple method. And I've also scaled 2 agencies to $1 million a month in revenue, grown companies featured in the Inc. 5000, and published several best-selling books on lead generation. So trust me, the method you're about to discover will allow you to consistently attract unlimited, high-paying clients, grow your business, and make more money. Just like it did with my New York agency, which translated into an extra $1 million in revenue in just 1 year. Watch this video until the end if you truly want to start playing in the big leagues. Step number 3 of this method is likely something you haven't been taking seriously, and it's a huge mistake. First, let's remember one of the universal principles of business. Pros never don't do the basics. It's a rookie mistake to confuse simplicity for ineffectiveness. So let's start with the basics. You need to identify your ideal client avatar. Research your target audience, identify their common needs, pain points, characteristics, and desires, and create a detailed client avatar. And in fact, let's just do one right now. Now it's going to write a post from our client's point of view, and this will give you all of their problems, all of their issues. Of course, you can gut check this to make sure that it's correct. What I've found is 99% of the time, this is better than what you'd come up with if you were just trying to rip it out yourself. So there you go. We've got the issues with agencies, missed deadlines, poor communication, quality control, etc. And from here, here you can learn about their values, their personality traits, their lifestyles, their influences, their common needs, etc. And this will just give you a better idea when it comes to writing all of your marketing materials, all of your ads, etc. Now, we just defined what our ideal client avatar looks like, but how are we going to sell them if they're not really interested in what we have? Well, that's why we need to craft a winning offer. A winning offer is an offer that hits perfect message market resonance. Therefore, a large portion of the market is highly interested in paying for the offer at virtually any price. To simplify this concept, all you need to know is the 5 core elements of a winning offer. It needs a quantifiable end result, a strong niche, a time frame, a unique mechanism, and risk reversal. Some theoretical examples of winning offers that contain these 5 elements are, let's say you're a business owner. We will help you sign 10 to 20 high-paying clients in the next 90 days with our hybrid cold email acquisition system, or you don't pay. Or if you're a course seller, scale from 7 to 8 figures in the next 16 weeks with our 7D YouTube ads methodology, or we'll give you a full refund. To mention a few. Not all of them have to have refunds involved. In fact, most of them don't have to have any sort of refund at all, and I'll show you exactly what to do if you're an agency, because this is why you're here. Most of the gurus are teaching this kind of stuff because they never actually sold in an agency. But what actually works in an agency are risk reversal mechanisms that allow the client to pay you money, but don't require a refund, and let them get out. And if you don't want to offer refunds, which I don't recommend doing, let's say you have a lot of upfront costs. I mean, you're an agency, you can't just build a full $100,000 software for somebody, and then if it doesn't work out, refund the whole 100K, they'll go out of business. What if you have 30% margins? You've only made 30,000 in profit, and now you're out 70K of hard costs on this thing. That doesn't make any sense to offer refunds. So what you can instead do is offer test projects or multi-week sprints. For instance, when we sell technology, I like to do what we call an agile planning session, where we'll come inside your business for 2 weeks and we'll map out exactly what the software implementation is going to look like, what tech stack we're going to use, some wireframes of how the design is going to look. We're going to do some market research to figure out that what we're building will actually improve your business. And all of that's going to be done over 2 weeks, and it'll be $38,000. And after that, we can either take that to another vendor and you can work with them, or we can continue working together, and then we'll know that it delivers massive value. That way you're not having to do refunds, you're able to give your full attention to each client, and you can actually implement with people that are serious. I would not want to sign a client where I was charging, let's say like $4,000, and after a month I had to refund them. I would be unable to start a good business that way. Instead, let's talk to a bunch of those people, but only work with the one that's willing to pay us $30,000 up front, because that one is one that we can actually help and is not going to refund. It's always better to work with bigger clients that are willing to pay more rather than dealing with smaller clients that are willing to pay less and want to refund. So those are some offers. Anyway, to ensure you craft a winning offer, I recommend you do competitor research and identify what offers are really selling well in your industry at this moment. That way you won't be reinventing the wheel. The absolute easiest way to do this is to search your offer on Google. So for instance, let's say I am doing custom web development. Then click whichever company is at the top or whichever company looks the best to you. So for instance, Fiverr is near the top, but I'm not building for Fiverr. We want to charge a lot for our websites, $50,000, $60,000. So we need to find an agency that sells this. So here we go. These guys work. And what you'll do is funnel hack them. You're going to get in touch as a customer and you're going to hit send. We'll do the sales process. You'll figure out exactly what their proposals look like and you'll learn more about their business. And that way, you're not starting from scratch. Another easy way to do this is to get a job at a big agency. That really helped me. I worked at a big New York City agency for 1.5 years to understand their processes before starting my own business. That way I knew the entire system and I didn't even have to funnel hack it. Perfect. You now have a winning offer, but there's still one big problem. Your dream prospects don't trust you enough yet to deliver what you offer. So that's where these sales assets come in. Let's talk about that because it can be a make or break point to create endless high-paying clients for your business. And talking about sales assets, I recently decided to share a secret system I use to close deals with Tesla, Netflix, and HBO. It's a simple system that helps you fill your pipeline with high-paying clients on autopilot. I call it the baking method. You can check it out in the description below. Create sales assets based on your understanding of your ideal customer profile. Your ICP will create multiple sales assets that either solve their pain point or appeal to their desires. A sales asset is a free and valuable resource that you create to help your clients get a specific result they desire, gaining you their goodwill, triggering reciprocity, and increasing the chance of closing them as clients. Some examples of sales assets are when people tell you to check my free lead generation guide, or get my 5 best performing cold email templates, or get my free business growth cheat sheet, and stuff like that. Sometimes it's free, sometimes it's $27, sometimes it's $99, but it is something that's giving you value and getting your email address. You know, that's key. You want to get your clients' email addresses so you can email them and pitch them on your service. Other examples of sales assets are case studies, successful result breakdowns, checklists, templates, ebooks, research papers. The ones that I like the best are things that could be courses in and of themselves. So for instance, the baking method is a year-long follow-up sequence. It's $99 and comes with a bunch of bonuses. That could be $9.97 and it would also sell. But we charge $99 so that more people buy it, and then those people can then be pushed into our agency offer, our mastermind, wherever they will get the most value. But there's a ton of these. One that's made me a ton of money is our free contract template. Every once in a while on X, you'll see me tweet out something like this, where I talk about, I wrote a 1-page contract so you can stop getting ripped off by your clients, et cetera, comment contract, and it'll have hundreds of comments. Each one of these comments then gets pushed to our email list, where then they're added to our newsletter and we can pitch them that way. The key to this is make something that's so valuable that people have to buy it. It's not your normal case study. It's not anything like that. If you're looking for a case study frame though, I wouldn't just say, hey, here's the greatest case study we've ever done. I would say something like this. We got 2 clients in 6 weeks on a new offer. I'll show you exactly what we did, including the winning scripts. This is a step-by-step free cold email masterclass, 1 at comment email. And here you go, we've got 42 here. Exact case studies are not gonna do as well as the other offers. So for instance, if I give away a contract template, or if I give away cold email scripts, or if I show you what subject lines are crushing it right now, whatever related to my offer of cold email and outbound, that's gonna do better than a normal case study. But the case studies tend to convert higher in the short term. In the long term, everybody converts because they're on the email list getting pitched every single day. Anyway, let's say you have 3 perfectly crafted sales assets that can turn any cold prospect into a client automatically. Those sales assets would be as useful as a sunroof in a submarine if no one sees them. So keep watching because the following step is key. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure to give it a like. It helps to know if we're creating the right kind of content. Thank you. Let's drive consistent traffic to your sales assets. No matter what, you have to go hard in driving traffic to your sales assets. More eyeballs translate into more clients. A few suggestions to drive traffic to your sales assets are: 1, you could set up a cold email system to contact 5,000 to 25,000 leads a month. You could then set up a cold DM system to contact 20 to 50 leads per day, post 2 to 3 times per week on YouTube, post daily on Twitter, and engage with other accounts. You could send 2 to 3 weekly emails to your newsletter. You can post reels on Instagram and TikTok. You can run retargeting ads. And I just listed out a whole bunch of stuff that you could have easily Googled. But the thing is, you want to get one and make it work. So for instance, back then, a second ago, when I said you could set up a cold email system to contact 5,000 to 25,000 leads a month, run 5 to 25,000 outbound, and you went, okay, let me send 20, and let me post 1 tweet a week, and let me post 1 video a month to YouTube. That's not even that good. Instead, I would do one thing well. So instead of doing all this stuff, just focus on sending 25,000 cold emails a week. Or just focus on spending $2,000 a week on Facebook ads and optimizing the right way. Or just focus on making cold calls for 2 hours a day. You don't have to do anything else when you're just starting. You just need one thing to work. That's it. Then you can hire people to do the other stuff, or you can repurpose your content. I'm spending $750 per YouTube video here, and I can do that because my business is making enough money from the other systems that we can invest in the greatest YouTube team of all time and have them make great videos. Anyway, rule number 1 to get unlimited high-paying clients is to never turn off your client acquisition. And since you just put together the whole system, you now only need to focus on driving traffic to your sales assets consistently to have the client acquisition system always turned on. This is actually something I talked about a lot in the book Digital Nomad Manifesto. I actually even have a checklist of everything you're gonna do, and I call them prime tasks. Prime tasks are the #1 thing that you should do each day to actually move the ball forward in your business. So for instance, for my business, the things that I do are recording 5 YouTube videos in a day, making 3 giveaway tweets for Twitter that'll go viral, recording new ads for Facebook, writing new emails to the newsletter. And that's about it. That's 4 days of work if I do 1 task a day, or 1 day of work if I do 4 tasks in 1 day. And the business just keeps growing and growing and growing. Even as I'm recording this YouTube video, I'm watching sales notifications come in on my Slack, and I'm just a little distracted. I gotta say, I'm a little distracted by that, probably gonna turn them off. But the business is running while I'm doing something else. So if you can boil your business down to these small prime tasks, then you have to do a lot less work and you'll get a lot more results. And since you just put together the whole system in place, you now only need to focus on driving traffic to your sales assets consistently to have the client acquisition system always turned on. And talking about client acquisition, a lot of times what's hard in getting new high-paying clients is simply finding enough leads at a decent cost. Good news for you is I recently created a video on how to generate unlimited free leads using ChatGPT. This is an untapped method, but not for much longer. So go ahead and watch that video right now. I'll recommend it to you in the next few seconds. I'll see you there.